Hi everyone, it's Marnie Nelson here teaching you how to create a PDF file that your students can actually edit and share with you. I'm sure many of us have found PDF files that almost are like pictures that you could print out, but you can't do anything with them. You can't type on them, you can't modify them in any way. So today I'm going to teach you a way to work around that so that you can share them with your students and they can share them back making changes. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open up the PDF that you want to work with. I have one shared on my drive. And this one I thought was really cool. I got it on Teachers Pay Teachers. And this is just a nice visual way to talk about story elements that I would love for students to be able to modify. So I really like this picture right here. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is take a screenshot of it. I have screenshot software installed through a Google extension. The one I use is called One Click Screenshot. You can download any one you want from Google, they're free. And when I click on it, it's working. And it took a picture right away of my entire screen, but I don't want the whole screen. I only want this piece right here. So now it allows me to crop it and click and drag where I want the picture to start and end. So I want it here, and now I can apply my changes, and when I do, it shows me, okay, this is all that's going to be here now. So now I'm going to download that, and when I do, if you look down here, it popped up as a download. I'm going to click on that, and unfortunately in my screen I don't think you can see it, but above here I have the word file, and I'm going to click on file and just rename this. I'll call it Retell Stories. And then I'm going to click File again, and I'm going to move this to my desktop because right now it's in downloads and I want to be able to access it. So I'm moving it to my desktop. And when I do, you should see it pop up over here. So I'm going to X out of the preview, and now I'm going to X out of the screenshot because now I've already saved it over here, as you can see, as a picture. So what do I do now? Well, I'm going to go back into my little waffle, and this time I'm going to pick slides because now I'm going to turn it into something that that I can share with my students and that my students can edit and share back with me. So in slides, not docs, slides, you're going to click on a blank, and the first thing you're going to want to do is just get rid of the click to add title, click to add text, because you won't need any of that. We want it blank. But now the problem is, look, it's wide. I don't want it wide. I don't want it in landscape view. I want it in portrait view. So you're going to go to File, and you're going to go down to Page Setup. And right now it's showing you it's in widescreen mode. We don't want that. So click on the little arrow and go to Custom. And now I'm going to customize the layout. I want to make it the same size as like computer paper. So that's 8.5 by 11, as you should know, and hit apply. And look what happened. It turned the size of my paper and the shape of my paper around. So now I'm ready to insert the PDF picture I just took. So I would say you could do insert picture or insert image, but then the kids, when they click on it, they could actually move it around, which we don't want. We want it to be a permanent fixture on the page. So instead, I suggest you go to the word background right here, change background. And when you click on it, it's asking you, well, what kind of background do you want? Well, I want an image background, and I would like to choose the image that I'm going to put there. So I'm going to click that, and now it's saying, well, where am I going to get that image? Well, you have to determine where you put your image. In my case, I know that I put it on my desktop, which is over here, so I can actually just pick it up and drag it there. And it's exactly where I want it, so I'm going to hit done because now that's the whole background. But look, I can't do anything still. So here's the trick. you can add a text box. So if I click text box up here, you see the T with the little box around it, and then I click where I want, I can manipulate the text box. I can make it bigger, smaller, wider, longer. And then in the text box, I'm going to click here and type answer. And then I'm just going to make copies of that and just paste it. The way you make a copy, by the way, is you click on it. You can right click and just go to copy, then right click again and go to paste. Right there. Then right click again and paste again. And there you go. Now you can gussy it up and, give it a little zhuzh and play with the font and whatever. But what it's telling your kids is when they open this and you click on it, they can actually click right into the text box, their answer. So you've kind of worked around the PDF and made it able to modify it. So at this point, you're going to want to name your presentation. So you can just call it whatever you want. I'll call it Retail Stories Example. And when you go back into your Google Drive, you will see that it is there. And depending on what platform you're using, here it is. And now look, when I click on it, I can actually type in it. So depending on which platform you're using, I don't know if you're using Seesaw or Google Classroom, whatever the case may be, do not forget to make a copy for each student when attaching the assignment. Do not just say students can view the file, because then they'll all be modifying the same file. You have to choose that each student will get their own copy. If you have any questions at all, I'm only an email away, so please send me one and I'm happy to answer any questions. I hope you have a great day. I miss you all, and don't forget to be awesome today. Bye.